Hello to each and every one of you, wherever you may be. We'll be here for a good hour, but hello to you always. Hello. Righty-ho. Who is in the chat? Oh, Heather's in the chat. Hello to Heather. Georgie, Jody, Pamela, Sasha. That was musical. Hello to Blacksmith. Hello to you, good man. Hello. I bet he does that little bundle of love. He beams when he sees you. It melts your heart. Oh, that's nice. Tickets, please. Tickets. Like the bus conductor or the train conductor when the tickets have to be shown. That is. Hello, Sasha. Hello. Got day off tomorrow. Day off college tomorrow. Hello to Rexy. Hello. Hello. Sorry, I got to shut the door. No, listen, I wanted to say my apologies for the delay in the live stream. I had a message that I needed to do when replying to a friend of mine. I mean, I haven't even fully replied as of yet, only partially replied. So when this live is over, I will need to reply to more of her message. Oh, hello to lovely Heather. Thank you for your support, Heather. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, really, I can't thank you enough for your support, Heather. I certainly cannot thank you enough for it. No. I mean, but you really needn't worry, because my mother and I, we addressed what needed to be addressed, and we need to just say no more about it. But thank you for your support all the same. Thank you. What's up to you, Refo? Hello to you. And you're going to Canada fairly soon, as far as I know. So what's up to you indeed? Hoping you enjoy your holiday in Canada. For when you go. Gertrude's in the chat. Hello to you always. Hello. Oh, thank you, Heather. Thank you for saying my mother and I are sweet and kind, and we simply all love. Sorry about that. Love and adore you both. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. No, there was quite a bit we had to talk about, but we don't need to talk about it again. But thank you. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. Really, thank you for your support since we had to do that video together. Thank you. Thank you. Hoping lovely Gertrude and the cats are well. Hello, hello. No, I'm okay. I'm a little tired, but I did make a silly mistake today, and the silly mistake was starting a bit late for the live. But But what I was doing before I started the live, well, I was replying to a friend of mine. And I realized when I was replying to her message, I realized I was going to be late for the live stream. And I haven't replied fully as of yet, but I've replied partially to say the very least. Happy learning you're doing good. When I'm in Canada, well, let me know when I'm in Canada. Don't know which time you're arriving in Canada. Oh, no trouble. No trouble. You know, it's always the thing when you have your flight to schedule and you fly over. You don't know how long the flight's going to be and what day and time one touches down, what have you. Oh, Heather, that's very nice. Thank you. No, Heather, that I know. And hope the gardening work went well. I hope the gardening work worked out all right for you. And if you don't mind me asking, are you now taking the rest of the year off from the gardening now that the fall season's come? You know, because it's always nice throughout much of the year, from the spring through summer, but then when fall comes, it's just too cold. But hoping the gardening for this year worked out all right and the result's been good, what have you. Hello to Pamela's son. Hello to you. He's here with you and he's listening, obviously. Oh, wow. Well, I hope he's enjoying anything. Oh, yes, that's right. Really, you won the Trillium Award and you have a big dinner and presentation on the 6th of October. Well done. Good luck. No, good luck, Heather, with everything. I know you'll need it. I certainly know you'll need it. Now this, I never knew. I never knew your son was interested to the point where he subbed and watched. No, he's an interesting man, your son. He's very interesting, and do tell your son I like the picture of him and your husband and his son, your grandson. It's Atticus, isn't it? Now do tell him I like the picture. Not sure about his beard, though, but otherwise, I do like the picture, and he is certainly a handsome boy. I mean, a big lad as he might be, he's certainly handsome, but the good thing about it, I really think he could excel with playing rugby when seeing a picture of him. I mean, really, he's definitely, in my opinion, I think he's got that rugby-built sort of rugby player sort of figure. I mean, wow. He could really impressively excel with rugby. No, but thank you to your son, and it's nice knowing that he's a big fan. Oh, hi, Marie. Hello. Sorry I didn't see you. So glad you was voted by the city. She's fine. She is fine. She's off to a 3-day event. Is this the horse dressage show she's off to? A 3-day event. Son's going to come to take pictures. Oh, I hope he gets some good pictures, your son, because is he a good photographer, by all means? I mean, because I really do hope you have a nice time with your son at the Trillium Award celebrational dinner. I really do hope you have a nice time. Now, knowing how much your son means to you, Heather, all I can wish to you both, and all involved in the Trillium Award event ceremony, all I can do is wish you well. And especially when you had your special birthday theatre show you saw and all that. I hope you had a nice time with your son when you did it. I would have thought it was a horse dressage show. I would have thought so. He loves photography and takes many photos of your garden. Well, I'm certainly pleased he loves photography. I mean, I like photography too, much like him. I very, very much like photography like him. And all that. Carol's in the chat. Greetings. Hello. And it was a good live Donette and Anthony did, and it was nice seeing you on the live last night they were doing. But I'm so sorry I'd been absent from their live stream. But it was nice to be back after finding the moment to do so, but life just generally got in the way to go over. But despite having not been on their lives for some months or so, about a month and a half or so, it felt very nice to be it was nice to be over. You know, I mean, I may not always be over, but I do always try, especially since I'm a strong fan of theirs, and I always will be. Thank you, Blacksmith and Gertrude, for your kindness towards Gertrude and Blacksmith. Thank you. Your birthday was special. Now, I know it was a special one, yes. You had many friends drop by with many birthday wishes. Oh, wow. Now, I hope you have, no, I'm really happy you had a nice time on your special birthday and that many friends dropped by with many birthday wishes, whatever. You know, that really makes for a nice birthday, doesn't it? You know. And then, of course, I gave you a message on your birthday, the very day of your birthday, that is. So it was nice. So I'm happy you had a nice birthday, Heather. I'm certainly happy at learning so. Oh, you need to run, Pamela. No trouble at all. No trouble at all. Hello to yourself and your son and your grandson, and of course, hello to your dearly loved husband as well. And hoping you're enjoying your time with him. No, I mean, I couldn't forget your birthday. Oh, thanks, Gertrude. Thank you. There was nothing better than doing an interview with them. I thought it was only the right thing to do, interview them. That's what I so thought. Oh, Domery, thank you for your kindness towards Blacksmith, Georgie, and Heather. Now, always wishing Pamela well, Carol and Gertrude. No, they're brilliant. They're brilliant, Ned and Anthony. Fantastic couple. Nice people. Very, very nice people in every way. Brilliant couple. I never knew they always did brilliant ones in Halloween. I think that's about the first time I've ever seen them do a Halloween live stream. I did watch one or two of their Christmas ones, and my, are they brilliant. They are just truly brilliant in every way with live streams, especially when it came to the Halloween one. Spooky as it was a good one. Now, it's nice learning you cherished my personal message. It was on mine and my mother's behalf, that is, because she also wished you a happy birthday as well. Just to say. Now, then I've got my special birthday in 8 months, 25. That's a special one. After my 20th, nearly 5 years ago. But no, special birthday. You're going to the gym and shopping when you're in Toronto, Canada. Well, do hope you have a nice shopping day in Canada, Refill. Hope you have a nice Canada. In Toronto. Yes. No, I mean, fortunately, we got a few nice places in Brighton, luckily. What have you. But do keep safe in Toronto, won't you? Because I know it's something I would only do if I was in London under any circumstances, that is. But despite my caution, hoping you have a nice time in Toronto, Canada. That is. Oh, Carol. Oh, Carol. Thank you for your birthday wishes towards Heather. Thank you. Thank you. No, it is certainly a happy belated birthday to our Heather indeed. Oh, wow. I'm so pleased for your granddaughter, Blacksmith. No, really, I can't tell you how pleased I am to hear the news about your granddaughter, that she got her driving test for her 7-ton truck license next week, and she'll be able to drive the horse box truck next week. I'm so pleased for your granddaughter. No, I'm really very, very pleased about her and for her. But you wouldn't believe Heather's reached the special age that she is, Carol, just to say, because I've seen actually what she looks like. And I'd never believe it. I mean, I've got a friend, one of my best friends, he's younger than her, and he looks much older. Well, he's got health problems, unfortunately, which actually obviously can age oneself. It's more complex than the health trouble Heather dealt with 7 years ago. She overcame it, although it did come with a bit with damage to the liver, unfortunately. It came at the price of that. And I'm not sure how on earth she had the sepsis ordeal, but it's very, very unusual how one can get sepsis, because it's not always known. I mean, it can be fairly evidently known, but sometimes it's not always known how one can get sepsis, which a young person could easily take the life of a young person. No, I hope Refill's travels are safe and enjoyable too. I think you did say to me before, didn't you, Heather, that gardening is what keeps you young? No, I think it certainly keeps anyone healthy and well, but never did I realise it kept you young at heart. No, not sure if anything keeps me young at heart now. I think gardening maybe not keep me young at heart, but it will certainly keep me well. That is, and a good long walk in a recreational ground, that sort of thing, would certainly keep me young. Ten 26 years. No, I remember you saying you were 26. Oh, from a routine colonoscopy, and they broke an abscess. You have no problem telling people because now you're stronger than ever. No, but I mean, it's not nearly as bad as what my late grandfather went through, or my friend Jonathan, for example. My friend Jonathan, who went through a health ordeal that was just as bad as yours, he had a stroke. And he was much younger than your age when he had the stroke. He's younger than you and looks actually much older. And since he had the stroke, he now lives with health problems since then, to the point where he's on daily meds. And of course, I think you know the ordeal my late grandfather went through, which was a lot worse than that of yourself, and probably just as bad as Jonathan's, the severe heart attack and the quadruple bypass surgery that came with it, and then the real damage that came after that. Not just my late grandfather, but Jonathan, my friend, he was sicker than yourself when they had the health troubles. Theirs was just as bad. Think about it, a heart attack and a stroke is just as bad as sepsis, if there's any way to so describe it. And also, he aged a lot worse than yourself, my late grandfather did. I mean, seeing him, what he looked like when he was your age, he looked like many, many years older, like considerably so. And Jonathan, he's actually younger than you, but looks much older. I mean, he's not aged well since the stroke. Even though I've only known him a couple of years, he's not aged well for a man in his early 60s. That is. No, I'm glad Heather's stronger for it since she had the sepsis. It's a real strength and survival ordeal, Jodie. Overcoming sepsis, it's a real strength and survival ordeal. But with a heart attack and a stroke, that's another even bigger factor for strength and survival, what have you. Sepsis, strokes, heart attacks, real strength and survival ordeal in those moments. Not sure if Jodie has Facebook. I really don't know, Heather. No, I'm happy she's over it too, Gertrude. I mean, it could have really, a young person could have easily died from sepsis, could have taken the life of a young person. That is, but very, very surprising how it all began. No, but you needn't worry. No, but I am sorry if it was too personal asking you, Heather, because some stories are just that bit personal to some people. Jodie, I'll link her Facebook to you because we added each other on the Facebook, just to say. No, I mean I'll give you the link, Jodie. No, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I won't get the sepsis, and nothing is personal between us. Oh, thanks, Heather. Thank you. Thank you. No, I mean it's like I opened up to you about the death of my late grandfather. That is, and whatnot, and the effect it had on myself and the family. No, no. I mean, I was just about trusting of Heather at the time when I spoke to her about it, when I just knew her, but even though it came at the expense of getting very upset, I just did it anyway, but I just didn't say all that much more afterwards. And it was only really after I met David, my bestie, sometime after I met David, I began to open up more about it and felt better for opening up more about it for what he got me into. That is, you know, but I'm fine opening up about the loss of my late grandfather now than I was at the time when I first opened up to it about you. But thank you for reassuring me that there's nothing personal between the two of us. Thank you. Oh, it's a pleasure, Jodie. I'll happily link it to you. I certainly will. Thanks, Georgie. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying we're intelligent. Thank you. Yeah, similar. No, I didn't know. I didn't know your dear father was close to your son. I really didn't know. I know they had the same name, but I really didn't realize they were that close. I didn't know. I really didn't know up until now. Oh, you take care, Refill. Ta-ta for now. And I'm hoping you have a safe flight to Toronto. Yeah, it is, and hoping you have a nice time in Toronto. No, hoping Refill has a nice time in Toronto. Yes, no, hoping you enjoy Toronto, Refill. No. No, my time for Canada is once I've overcome my fear of flying flights. That will be. No, Toronto, Canada for me is once I've overcome the fear of flying flights. But there we are. Hoping Refill has a nice time. Christy, hello, Christy, in West Sussex. Nice to see you. No, it's nice to see you, Christy. Nice to see me on more pleasant things. Thank you. No, you're always very pleasant, Christy, my lady. Thank you. Thank you. No, really. Thank you for your kindness, Christy. Thank you for your pleasance. I mean, don't you realize how pleasant you really are, Christy? You are just lovely in every way. And if anything, you are full of pleasance, positively so. Sorry, something was going on. Sorry if I'm a little quiet because I'm normally quite engaging. Oh, Christy, you are just the nicest. No, you too are generally one of the nicest friends of mine I know. Thank you, Christy. You, Christy, are just lovely in every way. Like the lovely Heather in Canada and the lovely and like the lovely Heather, that is Heather Shinny Gonzalez, and lovely Heather Arredondo. You are just lovely. Rachel, hi Rachel, hello. Haven't been around. Rachel, you don't need to worry. Please, Rachel, we all have a life. We all have a life outside of social media, so you needn't worry. You've started a part-time university course in hospitality. Oh gosh, interesting. Well, Rachel, I hope you have a nice time. I really hope everything works out okay for you in the hospitality. The people on this channel have no negativity whatsoever. Yeah, thank you, Christy. I wish there was more kindness in this day and age. No, this is true. Heather, you are not telling fibs. This is very true what you're saying about London. And also another problem, the problem with London now, it's got a lot of violent crime. No, I mean, I don't really go to London nowadays, Heather. There's just too much there's a lot of violent crime in London. There are safe parts, but there's very fewer safe parts in London now than there used to be, say, about 10 or so, 10, 15 years ago, something like that. You know, it's been a problem for a long time, these excess violent crime issues in London now. I really hope it doesn't get to this point in Toronto, but it's getting to this point in London already. No, it's not going well. It's not going well with violent crime in London. Yeah, yes, it is better safe than sorry, Jodie. You're too right. Oh no, yeah, Gertrude. And another thing is the cost of living in London is dreadfully high. So, and of course, when there's a lack of, say, business activity in certain parts of London, it's just going to incentivize criminal gangs to just cause nothing but havoc and crime. I don't think I could even live in London, to be fair, Georgie. No, I could imagine. No, it was fine back in the 1980s, and it was okay. London was okay until I was a teenager. It was when I was a teenager that's when things started going down the slope. And I could tell you why. Now, I'll tell all of you this story. I've never shared this story before, but I'm going to share it now. When I was 15 years old, I went on a trip to London on my own. And when and actually, when I went at the age of 15, I actually got into trouble with my parents for it, rightly so. No, I mean, when I went to London all on my own, I actually was in trouble with my parents. And my parents made it very clear that it was not safe for me to go there, especially on my own at my sort of age. And this was 2016 when I did that. So I did so. I think they were right to say that London is not safe, especially for a young person or effectively any age. So I thought I'd get that story shared, Georgie, in reference to your sentiment. Because I wasn't aware of how dangerous London was. That is, up until really from this point onwards, I mean, the only time I'm ever in London, Georgie, is if I'm having to interchange trains to go somewhere. Other than that, I really don't dilly-dally in London nowadays because it's just too dangerous in several parts. But what do you make of that story? I think they were, Georgie. I really think they were. I mean, I was in London for a birthday about a year ago or so, last year, but I really don't go very often now. Unless there's something like family-wise going on, or if I'm having to interchange trains to go somewhere. But other than that, I really don't dilly-dally in London anymore. And I couldn't now. Manchester, no, Heather's sharing a true story. No, but Heather, we do need to be careful talking about certain things, because had your comment got reported to YouTube, that probably could get me reported. Yeah, I wouldn't even go to a musical in London, to be honest with you. If there was a musical, it'd probably be Brighton if I was to go to one. But the problem is, a lot of them are up in London. I mean, no, do delete the comment where it was talking about the thing in London and Manchester. Please do. That's my advice, Heather. But you didn't know. You didn't know. But YouTube, they could report it. But you didn't know. You didn't know. I mean, if I'd known that YouTube wouldn't potentially censor it, I would have had no problem with the comment. But it's not me. It's YouTube's terms of service. That's the thing, Heather. But it's nothing to do with you, and it's nothing against you personally. Rest assured. Yeah, no, very dangerous in a lot of cities. How it could get into that much trouble. I mean, it's bloody awful. No, if it was a concert. No, I'll take it down. Don't worry, I'll take it down. Sorry. No, I'll take the comment down. No, but Heather, don't worry. You didn't know. You didn't know. Yes, even Jodie knows. No, if I was to see a show, or if it was, I haven't been to the theatre since I haven't been for almost 10 years now to the theatre, that is. But fortunately, it was not London, thank goodness. It was not London. But yeah, very dangerous in many areas. I could imagine for Toronto. No, I could. No, I've deleted it. The police, Blacksmith, which police have named who? The police, I don't know which one. No, but I mean, if it's someone we know, I think we should be careful who we're talking about. No, but I was actually saying something to Heather. No, yeah. No, but if yeah, but my real lack of understanding is why these musicals and things. I don't understand why. I mean, I just can't. I mean, I can't understand why all these West End, they have all these London concert shows, and yet they have a lack of them in my Brighton, Brighton neck of the woods. Why should they do it all in a dangerous city? Then they should do it in a safer city. I don't know if you have that mindset, Heather, but my lack of understanding is why would a theatre production just do it in a dangerous city than a much safer seaside city like my neck of the woods, or a potentially safe area like your neck of the woods? That's my real lack of understanding, and yet they do it in the more dangerous areas. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Yes, no, Heather, you needn't worry about the mistake. You really needn't worry. Oh, the man in Manchester who got arrested. Yeah, better safe than sorry. That's the thing, Gertrude. You can either get shadow banned or reported. They should do it more seaside or in your neck of the woods, which is potentially safer than St. Catherine's. No, Toronto, sorry. They should. I really think they should do more St. Catherine's than Toronto, especially away from the dangerous zones. Yes, I sorted it, Rachel. I sorted it. You love the lanes in Brighton. No, as does I. The lanes in Brighton's beautiful, but I don't know how much longer I'll be in. I am thinking at some point of moving on from Brighton in the future. Please, but it's needless to say, I mean, I love Brighton. I very much like Brighton, but I am ready for a change in the next few years or so. Yeah, Torrid, I can imagine it. Oh, hi, Susan. Hello. Now, so long as it's in a safer zone, I'm happy for him. And I do remember that story, Heather. I can imagine it's a wonderful theatre. Would you recommend that theatre to my mother and I? The Shorth Festival in Niagara. Would you recommend it to my mother and I if we were over in Canada? No, I would. If I was in Canada, I would definitely love to see your son on the stage. I really would. And I would certainly cheer for him. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you soon enough, but hello, Susan. Hello to you. Always my unfailingly kind and courteous friend, Susan. No, but there was something Rachel was talking about, and she made a point. My daughter went to Glasgow for a show and stopped overnight. She went with a friend. She's 20, was still worried about her. No, I can only imagine, Rachel. Yeah, no. I was fairly daring as a 15-year-old to some extent. I still am fairly daring even to this day, but I'm a lot more careful since I got into trouble from that moment. But otherwise, I do like an adventure. I do like an adventure. I'm a fairly daring man, but I'm not incessantly so. But nice to see you, Deborah, anyway. Norman, hello to you. And didn't I see lovely Chelsea? Just looking for lovely Chelsea because she she always makes the lovely compliments about me. Lovely Chelsea. No, lovely Chelsea. Oh, lovely Chelsea who's almost 60 but looks fairly young for it. And her daughter still gets asked for ID. Hello, my little pickle. Oh, yes, now I've found it. Oh, Chelsea, if there's any way to describe you, you are just very lovable. Honestly, you really do have the most loving endearment towards me. And I do like your loving endearment shown towards me. If you want to see West End shows, you can come to Southend-on-Sea. There are 2 fabulous theatres that do all the West End shows. Thank you for your recommendation, but I'm happy with Brighton. I'm happy with my neck of the woods. But thank you. But maybe one day in the future. But my only concern's London, going through that. That's my only concerns. But otherwise, thank you very, very much for your recommendation. Thank you. No, you are just so lovely, Chelsea. No, really, you are. There's any way to describe you, Chelsea. You are lovable in every way. We should all go. Well, if we're over in Canada, we should all go. I'm on the case. Oh, thanks, Christy. Thank you. No, but I'm not investigating a case because I'm not a policeman. You're still eating your daily avocado sandwich. Oh, are you going, Heather? That's half an hour. You have a nice tea time. It's probably because of what the world's like now, Rachel. It's much more dangerous, the world. It's my guess is probably because of how much more dangerous the world is now. To be fair, by all means, no. I mean, how it could get to the point where the world's getting much more dangerous, it's demoralizing. It's absolutely demoralizing that the world could get as dangerous as it is now. So I think it's more than likely because of what the world looks like. I don't think it has anything to do with age. I don't think age has anything to do with it. No, age, I think age has nothing to do with it. I think it's probably because of the perilous dangers of the world. That's my belief, but I could be wrong. I could be right, I could be wrong, but I can't prove it. I certainly will do, Phil. Sad as that is very true, Rachel. Sadly so, yes. Sadly. No, but I needed to answer a question more properly from Susan. Haven't had an avocado recently, Susan. No, I really haven't. No, I really should one day. Oh, thank you, Gertrude. You have a nice tea time, won't you, Heather? Wishing the same, Chelsea. Wishing very much the same. Sometimes you only have to look at someone and yeah. No, I do eat avocados, Susan. Yes, I certainly do. Not every day, but I more or less eat them about weekly, maybe once weekly, fortnightly, something like that, Susan. I don't eat them every day, but I do eat them weekly to fortnightly. But I do like avocados, Susan. I always have done. I mean, I've loved avocados since I was a child. No, for a long time I've loved and enjoyed avocados, what have you. Yes, happy birthday. No, happy Friday tomorrow. And also Friday. Friday, I've got my auntie's birthday tomorrow, and one of my younger siblings' birthdays tomorrow. Just to let you know, but I can't represent my auntie's birthday publicly because my mother won't allow it. That is, and also she wouldn't allow it either because she's a bit more reserved when it comes to online safety. Oh, hi, Aspie. Hello to you. Don't think it helps when MSM constantly shows wars and crimes in Britain. It's all condensed into 30 minutes. Yeah. We aren't having spring weather here. Yesterday was 38 degrees, so straight into summer for northern Queensland. Oh, my word. That is breaking hot. That's hot. Oh, my. That's about the weather of Italy when it's baking hot. If they have a baking hot heat wave to that sort of degrees, that is. No, we don't, unfortunately, Susan. We don't have a garden, but the downstairs flat below us has a garden, and we let the cats out into the neighbour's garden, but the neighbours have not taken our cats in, thankfully. Yeah, no, I don't really watch the news now. No, I haven't watched the news. I haven't checked the news for a good few years now, Georgie. The news is just awful. No, nowadays I actually get very upset by the news because it's just depressing now. So I avoid it. I know you're petite, Susan. I know that. Not surprised by it. London, no, I know that's where the money is. No, I know that, Dawn Marie. Your son and his girlfriend had a wonderful weekend in London to catch 2 plays. He loved it. I wouldn't watch a London play now. I wouldn't. No, but am I missing anything? I hope I've not missed anything. Oh, you take care, Rachel. You take care. Hoping you excel well at the university course. Hoping you excel well with your hospitality university course. It was nice to see you again, Rachel. I'm hoping your daughter, the one that was unwell, is okay. Hoping your daughter who fell ill is okay. Oh, thank you, Gertrude. Thank you for your kindness towards Rachel. Hi, Dave. Good evening. You have not turned your TV on for weeks. Oh, but, oh, thank you, Susan. No, the previous one before we had to move out, yeah. No, but I don't know how much longer we're going to be in Brighton, so I'm making the most of Brighton because we've only got a limited tenancy in this new property, Susan, that is. We're on a very limited tenancy for this one. But I can't go into full detail in the new place, that is. Oh, your poor daughter. No, really hope your daughter gets well. I hope she gets well soon. You take care. Have a nice time in the hospitality course at university. Hope you have a nice time there. Hoping the cats are okay too. No, sleep well, lovely Rachel. Sleep well. And wishing your husband well too. Now, I remember that story, Susan, the hammock. Well, with you being fairly petite, a fairly petite lady, and going into a hammock, I mean, I think the hammock could certainly sustain you if you were just in it. Hopefully, a hammock won't break under my size. I mean, even though I'm not a big person. I mean, I'm not even a big person. Susan, as you know, I mean, obviously I'm taller and potentially bigger than yourself. Not sure if the hammock in the old garden apartment with the 2 apple trees would be able to sustain my size. Possibly. I mean, it might probably just about, because I'm only 153 pounds, that is. So I'm not a particularly big person in that regard, but, well, I was 154 pounds 2 years ago, but now I'm 153 pounds, which I've been this weight since this year, 153 pounds. So I am a little smaller than I was 2 years ago when I first knew you. So hopefully the hammock could have sustained somebody of my weight, but I don't know. I think that's true. I think that's true, Carol, yes. You take care, Christy. You take care, lovely. I could imagine just how magical it was. Susan, I could only imagine. Still have dreams about it, literally. No, strangely enough, oddly enough, I dreamt about the old property where we were at. No, we had a good 15 years there. We had a good 15 years. No, but at some point I'm hoping to move on from Brighton in the future, Susan. Please, but it's needless to say anything bad about Brighton. I have nothing bad to say about Brighton, but I'm just ready to move on in the future. You take care, lovely Christy. Love to you always. No. When my time's up in Brighton, time will be up. You know. No, but the thing is, I have nothing negative to say about Brighton, but it's just a bit big, really. You know, just little bit of a bigger place to live in, really. What have you? No, preferably, in the future, I'd like to be in a nice coastal seaside town. or a nice village town. I don't know about going up to the country, what have you, but preferably I'd like, if we were to move again, preferably I'd like to be in a seaside village town, what have you, or a village. But the only thing is that's my mother's worst nightmare. You know, I mean, I'm less of a city person, naturally speaking. Even I think Brighton's probably just about big enough city I could cope with, really. But there we are. Think everything, you know, things do happen for a reason, Jodie. I completely agree with yourself and Georgie on that matter. Things happen for a reason, all will work out. You only had 3.5 years at the garden apartment. Oh gosh, that's really not particularly long, 3.5 years. No, that really isn't long at all. That's certainly not long. And yet the owner, wasn't it the Haitian owner, wasn't he? And yet and the new owners wanted the garden apartment. It's really not long. You have been looking at some street organ restorer channels lately, and wow, no, aren't they? They really are, Deborah. Organ restorers and those who preserve vintage fairground organs. They are very, very dedicated. And Deborah, also, what really interested me most about you was when you were talking about your love of driving. Well, can I recommend 100-year-old drivers to you, Deborah? I think that would be something you may or may not find interesting. 100-year-old drivers, and they really express not only their interest in driving, but they also express why it's very important to them. Because for some older people, Deborah, driving, it's a vital lifeline for many older people, especially if they don't have accessible public transport near to them. It's just their way of getting about. I mean, I'm sure you're aware of this, you know, and also when they can't drive and they live, say, far out in the country with a lack of public transport options, or especially limited public transport options, it's like they're stranded in one way or another. That is, you know, it's like a vital lifeline to them in one way or another. Leon C, that's a bit far, but thank you for the suggestion. Leon C, I need to see where Leon C is, because it rings a bell, but I can't remember where it is. Oh, it's near Southend in Essex. Now, actually, Chelsea, if you didn't know, there's a wonderful museum I could recommend in Essex called Mangaps Railway Museum. Could I recommend that? I mean, I've not been for years. I haven't been for about 2.5, 3 years now, but I love Mangaps. Now, I remember saying before, Susan, I'm going to hopefully go again later this month, because they close in October, at the end of October, Mangaps, that is, because it's normally first weekend of February they open, and then they close final weekend of October, Mangaps. No, a lovely museum, wonderful museum. You've been? Oh, wow. I mean, I think, did you mean to say fact? Did you mean to say fact? I don't think you meant to say fat, but fact. No, yes, also, I think driving lets them feel independent. No, this is only true. Oh, it's a pleasure, Deborah. I think, if I can, Deborah, I will send you a link to 100-year-old drivers. I'll send you a link. And I think you might find it interesting, but if I send it to you, do let me know your thoughts. That is. No, but it's very interesting, Deborah. And also, far, being out too far, yeah. Oh, far. No, don't worry. Don't worry, Gertrude. We would never accuse you for fat shaming because of the grammar mistake. We wouldn't accuse you of that. If anyone should be accused of fat shaming, it would be myself whenever I've said something naughty about one's size, which is not an appropriate thing to do. No, yeah, I'm sorry Susan couldn't have stayed, yes. Thank you, Jodie. But how lovely learning you've been to Man Gaps, Chelsea. No, I mean, I haven't been for a few years now, but I really am seriously hoping to go again. No. I mean, I don't think we could fat shame public transportation unless we were in the real life of Thomas the Tank Engine, that is. No, no, that would obviously feelings would matter more to public transport if we lived in a real life version of Thomas the Tank Engine, but we don't, that is. Nothing has compared to it since, even though you're across the street from Washington Square Park. Well, I'll probably send you a link to 100-year-old drivers, Jodie. And Chelsea, I now need to say this more properly, but now that you mentioned Leon C, about 5 minutes ago, I do remember where it is now, because actually I've been through it on the way to Man Gaps. The only peril, if you like, was going through London, particularly if it meant going through Liverpool Street. And that was a place where I really did not dilly-dally last time I went. I really did not dilly-dally in Leon City. I really did not. No, Liverpool Street, sorry. Not Leon C, Liverpool Street. No, but I do remember Leon C now. I mean, I haven't been on the London Underground for about 2-3 years, about 2 years, I think, because I remember I went to a birthday a film screening for a birthday party a couple of years ago, and it involved travel on the Underground, but no, I haven't really been on the Underground for a while now, but yeah. But it involves that whenever I'm going to Man Gaps. No, but I've been through Leon C, just to say, and hearing you talking about it, Leon C, Chelsea, I now remember, I'm now familiar with it. It's familiarized me. I certainly will, Jodie. Leon C, it's in County Essex in England. Yes, it's near Southend-on-Sea, County Essex, that is. Same where Man Gaps Railway Museum is, County Essex. I've never been to the Museum of Power, Chelsea, no, I never have. Thank you for recommending it to me, though. London Fenchurch Street? How safe is Fenchurch? Because my only question, I wouldn't go if it was unsafe in Fenchurch. That's the thing, but I'd think about it. Hello, Nutmeg. Certainly been a while. Hello. Oh, but we're about to finish, Nutmeg, just to say, but nice to see you. You've been to Leigh-on-Sea, lovely place. I've only been through it, but I've never gotten out there. Right, time to finish things off, but may I take the time of thanking each and every one of you most kindly, sincerely, for watching. And I'm so sorry, Nutmeg, if you didn't get to see very much of my live, because we're about to finish now. Thank you all most kindly, sincerely for watching, and I shall certainly see you in the very next live stream, which will be tomorrow. Ta-ta for now, another time. And Saturday live streams, it's official, we're returning to it. Whoopee! Return of Saturday live streams for 2025. And may Saturday live stream specials roll into fruition. Goodbye for now, all. Where is the... need to find my ending.